Hi, I'm Amy Frank. I'm a patient of Dr. Gulani's. A couple years ago, I had gone to my regular eye doctor just for a regular exam, for a checkup, and found out I ended up having scar tissue on my eyes from overwearing my contacts. I didn't even know that was something that could be an issue or could be a problem. I basically at that time had a choice of either getting some type of LASIK surgery, or I could wear glasses full time because I was forbidden to wear my contacts anymore. My doctor had referred me to Dr. Galani and to some other doctors to go and get some consultations as to different options that I would have. Dr. Galani was one of the first doctors that I actually met with. He personally took the time to sit down and to talk to me, explain to me his background, his expertise, and that type of thing. At the time I was actually working in Orlando as well, so I actually went to a couple eye doctors there and figured maybe, Orlando being a bigger city, maybe that they would have, different options, different doctors, better doctors. I then spent a lot of time doing research on my computer, doing Google searches, and I tell you, when you do a Google search of Dr. Galani's name, I mean, there's more articles on there than you'll probably ever have time to read about as to accomplishments, things that he's done, which really gave me a lot of confidence about him. I did come back in and see him for a second consultation because I had come up with more questions and wanted to actually take the time to do that. Something that kind of set him aside from a lot of the other doctors I went to. A lot of other doctors talked about doing custom eye surgery, but you go and you meet with them and they only know how to do 2 different kinds of surgery. Whereas Dr. Galani, he actually knows how to do over 25, 30 different kinds. So to me, he's truly a doctor that you're really getting a customized surgery based off of your particular situation, based off of your eyes. You're not just a cookie cutter program where you're being run through the mill. A lot of the other places I went to get consultations, I never even met the doctor. I even requested to meet the doctor, and that wasn't even an option for me. So I think that those are important things that people need to look into when you're doing that. I mean, is the doctor willing to sit down and take the time to talk to you? After all, they are the ones that are actually doing the surgery on your eyes, not the people that you're actually meeting with that are just running you through the test to tell you that you're a candidate or not. So then I decided that I was going to go ahead and do the surgery. I thought Dr. Galani was probably my best choice, my best option as far as doctors, based off of the research I had done, the different consultations I had gone to, knowing that people fly in from all over the world to come to Dr. Galani to actually have their surgeries done. So I went ahead and I scheduled my appointment for that. Ended up coming in. One of my girlfriends actually drove me, knowing that I was not going to be able to drive home. I have to say I probably had some anxiety ahead of time, just basically the fear of the unknown and doing something that you hadn't done before. It was very relaxing coming here to the office. I mean, the staff was wonderful. I mean, everybody kind of knows what you're going through, and they just kind of hold your hand through the whole process. I remember going through the surgery, and I mean, the whole time Dr. Galani's talking to you, telling you that you're doing great, you're doing wonderful. It tells you what to expect, so you're not ever caught off guard or anything like that. And it really it goes by so quick, and it's done before you know it. I remember my eyes were pretty watery and kept tearing up, but that's just part of the process. But the thing that really got me, that I thought was truly amazing, is afterwards Dr. Galani made sure that he gave me his personal cell phone number and told me that if I ever had any issues or problems or felt discomfort, to feel free to give him a call, and he would be happy to talk me through any issues or any problems that maybe I was experiencing, which I can't see many doctors would actually give you their personal cell phone. I came back in the next day for follow-up, my post-op consultation, to see how things were going. Everything was good and fine, and then the weekend came, and Saturday my eyes were just watering like crazy, and of course me, I just wasn't sure if that was normal, if something was going wrong, or what was going on. And I actually called Dr. Galani on his cell phone. He actually answered the phone and told me that was normal. Suggested that I put a different kind of drop that he had given to me in my eyes, and if I had any further problems to give him a call, and I was pretty much good to go after that. So even though my vision to begin with wasn't absolutely horrible, I still was able to start, to see a difference. I'm also one of those people that I, think that I should have instant gratification and I should have surgery and everything should be fine, the next day. But, Dr. Galani didn't give me any false expectations. He told me it would take time. He told me, every, patient's different. Everybody's eyes are different. Some, people's eyes are going to heal at different rates, and, came in on a regular basis, did my follow-ups. And I would say it was probably a good month before my eyes actually kind of probably came into their own, where everything was the way that it was supposed to be. It really true was a very freeing experience, going from wearing contacts all the time, considering I was nearsighted and I also had astigmatism, and every morning I was having to put, my contacts in. I'd wear them all day long, pull them out at night before I went to bed, and now not to even have to mess with that. And I figured it wasn't, at the time, I guess you just get used to it, wearing your contacts all the time, and it's just kind of an expectation, like brushing your teeth and everything else. But when you don't have to do that anymore and you just get up and you automatically can see it, you don't have to buy contact solution, or remember to bring your contact case with you when you go stay overnight or anything like that. It just is, it's a very freeing experience to live that way. Even for the short time that I wore my glasses in between, you realize, kind of what a nuisance that can be when you walk outside and, the hot, humid weather and your glasses fog up, or if it rains and now you can't see, and little things like that. So now, it's great. Going in the ocean, I don't have to worry about my eyes not getting wet, or going swimming in the pool or anything like that. So I'm actually here today to follow up with my 2-year post-op operation on my advanced laser surgery, and I have to say everything's great, everything's wonderful. I'm very glad that I did it. Thank you very much, Dr. Gulani. Any words of wisdom out there that I could say is I can't stress how important it is for you to do your research. You really have to do your research. Make sure you get a doctor that you're comfortable with, somebody who, a doctor that's going to take the time to sit down, to answer any of your questions, to give you that comfort level. After all, you only have one set of eyes, and you better take care of them.